Air fryers have a knack for making tasty food quickly and easily. Heck, on this channel alone, I've shown you how to make everything from homemade tortilla chips to air fryer shrimp and even air fried garbanzo beans. Well, today we are going to turn an air fryer into a CCM. That's short for chicken cooking machine. Particularly, we are going to make barbecue chicken tenders in a flash. You ready? Let's get cooking. Hello and welcome to I Want to Cook. My name is Chef Matt and this channel is all about helping you be a better cook no matter your skill level. And yes, today we are making air fryer barbecue chicken tenderloins. And the great thing about this is it only takes 2 ingredients, chicken and barbecue sauce, literally. Now you might be thinking, wait a minute, what about the oil? Usually when you air fry food, you toss it in a bit of oil and it helps it get crispy. Well, we actually aren't really going to crisp these up, but we are going to coat them in something else. We're going to coat them in barbecue sauce. In fact, more than coat them, we are going to marinate them. And all it means to marinate is to let food just kind of absorb a liquid. Think of it as like a culinary jacuzzi. And that could be for as little as 30 minutes or as long as a day. As for the barbecue sauce, you can use any kind you like. Sweet, smoky, thick, thin, whatever you like. I do recommend using chicken tenderloins for this, but if for some reason you can't find chicken tenderloins, what you can do is buy thinly cut chicken breast and just slice that into strips. In fact, for this video, I had a bit of a hard time finding chicken tenderloins. I had to go to like 4 stores. I don't know if there's a shortage or what's going on. But if you can't find them, again, you can just cut up some chicken breast. Okay, so the first thing we will do is just put all of our chicken tenders in a bowl, and then we will just lather them with a bunch of sauce and kind of mix it in. Usually you get about a dozen or so chicken tenders in a package. You might get more, you might get less, but it's a pretty good amount. These are on the more expensive side. But look at it this way, if you were to order these out, like go out and get these at a restaurant or even a fast food joint, they would be a lot more expensive. So as is usual with cooking at home, it's usually a lot cheaper. All right, so I've put all of my chicken in a bowl, pretty good amount here. And now we are just gonna pour on the sauce. And again, you can use any sauce you want. I found this on sale at my local market. I do like to make homemade barbecue sauce at times, but hey, I'm just like you, and sometimes I just don't have the time, and I gotta make things pretty easy on myself. So that's a pretty good amount, and now we will just mix it all up. I do like to use a thicker type of sauce for this, but if you're more into like the Carolina vinegar-based sauces that are a little bit thinner, those are really good too. So we're just gonna give these a good coat. That's it. We are gonna let these marinate. Now again, I would marinate these for at least half an hour, but if you wanna do that overnight, you can. So I'm gonna put a lid on this. I'm gonna put these in the fridge. I'm gonna let them marinate. So through the magic of video editing, I will meet you back here in an instant after they have marinated. And as with all things chicken, be sure to wash your hands, utensils, cutting board, anything that has come in contact with the raw chicken. And just like that, we are back. Our chicken has been marinating. I've also been joined by my assistant dog director in the background. He smelled food, so you know. So anyways, it is time to air fry. I like to air fry these at 390 degrees for anywhere from about 15 to 20 minutes. You'll know that they are done when they hit 165 degrees internal temperature, and that's where our friend, the food thermometer, comes in. So make sure you have one of these in your kitchen. They are just so helpful, and they can really keep you safe. So let's get our air fryer going on. Now, what I actually like to do is I like to preheat my air fryer for a couple minutes before putting the chicken tenders in. So if I'm gonna cook these for, let's say, 16 minutes usually works, 16, 17 minutes, I'm gonna put this for a total time of about 18 minutes. And I'm just gonna let this preheat for a couple minutes before I put the chicken in. So everybody's, air fryer is a little bit different, but they all work about the same. So obviously read the instructions on yours, but we're gonna do 390 degrees and we're gonna let this preheat for a couple minutes. Then we'll slap these chicken tenders right in the bowl. We've preheated and now it's time to pop the tenders in. You don't have to preheat, by the way. Again, it's just something that I like to do. I find they brown a little bit better when we do this. So let's put our chicken tenders in. My air fryer is a little bit smaller, so I can only fit about half a dozen in at a time. So I usually do mine in batches. So again, we'll just kind of put these guys in. Let's put 6 of these in. And again, I'm doing 390 degrees. I'm cooking mine. I know that these go for about 16 minutes total. We'll cook them for 8, flip them halfway through, and then let them cook on, and then dig into some barbecue chicken tenders. These have been cooking for 8 minutes. That means we are halfway through our total cooking time of 16 minutes. So now it is time to give them a flip. We'll see what they're looking like. And yeah, look at this. These already look really, really good. I'll show you them in the camera here. Doesn't that look great? So just give these a flip and be sure to use a clean, fresh pair of tongs, not the ones that you use to put them in. Again, we don't want any sort of cross-contamination when we are working with raw chicken. Okay, so we have given these a flip. Now we'll just put these back in and let them cook for another 8 minutes or until the internal temperature reaches 165 degrees. I hope you are getting hungry because I am. Okay, we've actually got a couple minutes left on the clock here, but my chef sense is telling me that these are done. We'll know for sure when we check them with a thermometer. So, oh my gosh, these look absolutely amazing. Check this out. Do you see how nice and beautifully brown they got? Okay, so let's do a quick temp check. Again, we're looking for 165 degrees. That's when we'll know that they're done and safe to eat. So I got my handy thermometer here. And yeah, so these are right above 168. These are going to be absolutely perfect. So let's take them out, put them on a plate, let them rest for a moment. And I cannot wait to try these, and I really can't wait for you to try them. Okay, they look amazing, but the real test is how they taste. You can be as fancy or non-fancy as you want with these. I'm serving mine with a little bit of an arugula salad with a vinaigrette dressing. In fact, if you need a quick vinaigrette, you can see my video on how to make a 30-second vinaigrette. But anyways, enough chit chat. We got chicken tenders to dig into. So here they are. Got a little bit of side of barbecue here for a little extra tang. These are so good. Seriously, they are perfectly cooked. They are coated in that barbecue sauce. It is just ridiculously good and ridiculously easy to make these in an air fryer. Fantastic. So that is how to make barbecue chicken tenders in an air fryer. Seriously, you've got to try this. It's so good. I don't know if you'll ever go back to making them any other way. All right. My dog is circling, he's starving, I'm hungry, I got another batch of chicken tenders to cook, so we're gonna get on it. But as always, thank you for watching, thank you for joining me in my kitchen, thank you for subscribing. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I am so glad that you are here. Until next time, I hope that you want to cook. Good boy, Ron.